What's going on, guys? My name is Logan, and we are finally doing Big Brother YouTube Edition Season 2. I'm like super surprised that my first season got any views, let alone 3,000 views, and I'm also even more surprised that it actually got like a lot of comments saying, when's your next video? I want more of this. And I also got some really nice constructive criticism telling me to add my own opinions in. And I did the first time, but I cut it all out to make the video a lot shorter, but this one's obviously going to be longer because I am adding my commentary in, so excuse me if this video is like 30 minutes long, but I will try to make this as short as possible. I was really inspired to make this video by watching Lauren's video on her YouTuber Hunger Games 2019, so I kind of was like, oh crap, I better make this, or I'll probably never make it, because I have a month off from college. I go back the 23rd of January. Right now it's the 31st of December, so a little less than a month left, but I have tons of free time, so I just thought I'd do this. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as you can see, guys, we have 16 different house guests, and these aren't like all relevant to 2019. As you can see, we have some older and newer YouTubers in here, but I just decided to add in some of my favorites that I maybe don't watch, some that I do watch now, and just some other controversial figures that I think would definitely bring a lot of drama into Big Brother. So we have the cast. We have Dylan, aka Chills, and if you don't know him, he is famous for his
Burger King foot lettuce.
Next we have Emma Chamberlain, Eugene Lee Yang from the Try Guys, Felix Kjellberg, aka PewDiePie. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Next we have Freddie Ransom from Ladylike. Then we have Glozell Green, and if you guys are older YouTube fans, you would probably remember her. Next we have James A. Janice, aka Dead Meat, and I love horror. It's definitely my favorite genre of movies, and probably TV as well, so I'm super glad that he was doing so well this year. Next we have Jeffree Star, and I did have Shannon last season, so that's why Shane's not here as well. Next we have Mr. Beast, and his real name is Jimmy Donaldson if you didn't know. And then we have Logan Paul, Nikita Dragon, and Olajide. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, I'm so sorry, but KSI. And then we have Olivia Sway from Smosh, Rachel Ballinger, Rosanna Pansino, and finally Tati Westbrook. She's definitely going to bring a lot of drama, as well as Logan and Nikita. So I tried to make this as realistic as possible with kind of drama causers and people that most people will root for. And Rachel Ballinger, she is my favorite YouTuber. Our personalities are very, very similar. It might not seem like it from this video, but they are, so I'm hoping she wins, but I did not rig this for her to win. I will show you. So, in alliances, I just try to make all the alliances as realistic as possible. First, we have the Lovely Ladies, which is just the stereotypical all-female alliance. So we have Emma, Freddie, Glozell, Nikita, Olivia, Rachel, Ro, and Tati. And I tried to make the loyalties as realistic as I thought it would be. Next, we have the Great Eight, which is like all the male alliance. And in this one, we have Chills, Eugene, Pewds, James, Jeffree. I did add Jeffree in here. I know Jeffree said that he didn't care what his pronouns were, so I'm not trying to insinuate anything. But next we have Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and KSI. Alliance 3, we have Save the Trees, which is PewDiePie and Mr. Beast. You know they'd definitely be working together if Big Brother YouTuber was a real thing. Next we have Colleen's Cookies, which is Rachel, Glozell, and Ro. All very close to Colleen. Alliance 5, we have Burger King foot lettuce, which originally was just going to be Chills and James because they both make horror content, but added Pewds in as well because of
Burger King foot lettuce.
And finally, Alliance 6, we have the Lady. That's the stupidest name I ever come up with, but the Late D's. Anyway, in this alliance, we have Emma, Freddie, Glozell. Oh, sorry, Eugene. Forgot Eugene there. Jeffree, and then Olivia, Rachel, and Ro. And I added this in because I do feel like out of the girls' alliance, they always break in Big Brother, so I feel like Nikita and Tati would definitely be the two to break away from the alliance first. Next, guys, relationships. Again, I made this as realistic as possible. Again, like Chills, I'm sure he doesn't know any of these YouTubers personally, so I did have slight bonds with the people they are in alliances with, and I added a little bit extra if, like, I feel like they would get along better. But again, just to show you guys I'm not cheating, Here's Rachel's. I didn't make her any, like, unbreakable bonds with anyone. The highest she has is Glozell, and that is just because I know Colleen and Glozell were, like, super duper close in real life. Next, for popularity, I made this based on subscribers. For example, liked would be 100,000 to 500,000 subscribers. Ultra liked is 500,000 to 1 million. Popular is 1 million to 5 million. Adored is 5 to 10 million. And ultra adored is 10 million plus. And this extra I determined, at least for this one, this is 1 million, that's 1.5, that's 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and so on, up to 5. So I just added this just to like give them a little extra boost. So we have that, and finally we have the profiles, and again, try to make this as realistic as possible. For example, if you go at Logan, for physical endurance he is great, and like loyalty, backstabber. That's just from what I see him, I don't know him personally. And then KSI, beast, and just to show you guys one more time, I did not make Rachel overpowered. She does have great in physical and endurance, but everything else is just trustworthy and average, so I didn't make her too great. Finally, we can get into the video, and we will proceed. The camp director. So the camp director will be safe for eviction and gain power in the game, so 4 house guests would like to be the camp director, those being Chills, Eugene, Glozell, and Mr. Beast. So, Chills votes Mr. Beast, Emma votes Glozell, Eugene votes Mr. Beast, Pewds votes Mr. Beast, Freddy votes Glozell, Glozell votes Eugene, James votes Eugene, Jeffrey votes Eugene, Mr. Beast votes Chills, Logan votes Mr. Beast, Nikita votes Glozell, KSI votes Mr. Beast, Olivia votes Eugene, and Rachel votes Glozell, Ro votes Glozell, Tati votes Glozell. So Glozell is the new camp director, will banish 4 house guests from the house. 3 of the house guests will win their way back into the house. So she has banished KSI, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, and Logan. This makes a lot of sense, and if she does this, she's like a force to be reckoned with, because those are probably the 4 toughest male competitors. Especially PewDiePie, Logan, and KSI. And Mr. Beast too. I gave Pewds and Mr. Beast like the highest mental competition because they are very smart. KSI and Logan have higher up in the physical, so Glozell, you made a very good move there. So you're gonna get out of like a top player right out of the bat, but she will also have a target on her back. Alright, so Logan, Mr. Beast, and PewDiePie all return to the house, and KSI is eliminated from the game.
Wow.
That is crazy. And we'll be transparent with you guys. I did record this earlier, but there was no sound.
Nice, Ron.
Anyway, Glozell as camp director does not compete but chooses pairs, so James and Nikita are a pair, Mr. Beast and Tati are a pair, Freddy and Jeffrey are a pair, Chills and Olivia are a pair, Emma and Rachel are a pair, Pewds and Ro are a pair, Eugene and Logan are a pair, and Olivia wins the head of household. Congratulations, Olivia! So, house guests are informed that over the next 3 weeks that everyone will compete in a activity. Only 5 people will compete each week. The winner of each week will receive a power. So, for the Nightmare comp, we have Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, Olivia, Rachel, and Rosanna. Chaos comp, we have Chills, Emma, Pewds, Jeffrey, and Nikita. And finally, for the Panic comp, we have Eugene, Freddy, Glozell, James, and Tati. Alright, so for the Nightmare comp, this stinks, which is where the house guests were smelling things and trying to match the smells, which I believe Ovi won, if I'm not mistaken, but the 5 house guests compete, and Mr. Beast wins the Nightmare power, so this power can force the head of household to make 2 new nominations for the first 6 nomination ceremonies. Alright, Olivia begins the nomination ceremony. James and Logan are nominated. Mr. Beast has the Nightmare power, he does not use it. The head of household and the nominees will participate for the veto. Olivia draws Chills to participate, James draws Mr. Beast, and Logan draws Rachel. James wins the power of veto. So James uses the power of veto on himself. Olivia names Mr. Beast as the replacement, and the nominees are final Mr. Beast and Logan Paul. Logan should go just because he's like such a strong competitor, but also Mr. Beast is too, so they might try to get him out. I don't know what's going to happen. Alright, Tati is impressing the rest of the house. Glozell and Logan have a minor disagreement. Emma has a major meltdown. Eugene gains popularity, and Ro has left the Ladies Alliance already.
That's crazy.
Alright, so nominated house guest wait as the other house guest votes. Chills votes to evict Logan. Emma votes to evict Logan. Eugene votes to evict Logan. Pewds votes to evict Logan. Freddie votes to evict Mr. Beast. Glozell votes to evict Logan. James votes to evict Logan. Jeffrey votes to evict Logan. Nikita votes to evict Mr. Beast. Rachel and Ro and Tati all vote to evict Logan. So by a vote of 10-2, Logan, you have been evicted.
Oh, you don't with the Logan!
House guests are informed that the first 4 eliminated house guests will not leave the house. They will remain inside the house as part of Camp Comeback. After the 4th eviction, one of them will return to the game. Okay, so Rachel wins the head of household. I don't know what language that is. Rachel wins the BB Fireworks Quiztacular Head of Household competition. So, alright, for the Chaos comp this week, Jeffrey has won the Chaos Power, and this power can force a redraw for players in the veto until there are 6 players remaining in the game, so. Rachel begins the nomination ceremony. Pewds and Mr. Beast are nominated. Mr. Beast has the Nightmare power, so he uses it, so both nominees are now safe, so Rachel, sadly, she has to draw again, so she puts up Chills and James. Dang it. Rachel draws Eugene to participate, Chills draws Mr. Beast to participate, and James draws Emma to participate, and Jeffrey, he does not use his power. James wins the power of veto. Wow, James has won 2 vetoes in a row. So again, James uses the power of veto on himself. Rachel names Tati as the replacement, and finally, the 2 nominees for eviction are Tati and Chills. She should be gone just because I feel like she will definitely cause the most drama, but I might want to get rid of Chills just because they don't have any relationships with him. KSI and Olivia have a minor disagreement. Olivia loses significant popularity, and Emma leaves the Ladies Alliance as well. Alright, I'm going to try to go faster through these evictions, so Emma votes to evict Chills, Eugene and Pewds evict Tati, Freddie and Glozell vote to evict Chills, James, Jeffrey, Mr. Beast, Nikita all vote to evict Tati, Olivia and Ro evict Mr. Beast. So, by a vote of 6-5, Tati, you have been evicted.
Hi, sisters!
So, Emma wins the HOH competition. And for the Panic comp, there's only 4 out of the 5 people left, but Eugene has won the Panic power, and this can turn the Golden Power Veto into a Diamond Power Veto at the next 4 Power Veto ceremonies. This means that the veto holder can name the replacement nominee. Emma nominates James and Mr. Beast. Not really a surprise. It looks like the girls are all targeting the guys for this point, which makes sense. For the veto, Emma draws Nikita, James draws Ro, and Mr. Beast draws Rachel. Jeffrey does not use the Chaos Power. Mr. Beast wins the Power of Veto. Eugene uses it, so Mr. Beast can name the replacement, and Mr. Beast uses the Power of Veto on himself. Mr. Beast names Olivia as the replacement, and nominees are final with James and Olivia. Olivia is probably going because she is definitely losing popularity. Emma and KSI bond slightly. Mr. Beast gains popularity, and Ro leaves the alliance. She's leaving all the alliances. Chills votes to evict Olivia. Eugene votes to evict James. Pewds votes to evict Olivia. Freddie and Glozell and Jeffrey vote to evict James. Mr. Beast votes to evict Olivia. Nikita, Rachel, Ro vote to evict James. Alright, so by a vote of 7-3, James, you have sadly been evicted.
I think we're dead meat. Real dead meat.
Alright, so the 4 evicted house guys compete, and Tati, wow, wins and returns to the game. Very surprising. So we got 2 big players out, which is crazy. And so I wanted James to be in there, though. Like, I feel like he'd do pretty good, but we got the better of him. Rachel wins the head of household competition, and she chooses 4 have-nots, being Chills, Pewds, Mr. Beast, and Tati. Rachel begins the nomination ceremony. Chills and Pewds are nominated. Rachel, don't.
I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this!
I love you, Rachel, but don't target them. They're gonna. Something bad will happen. I just feel it. She draws house guest choice and chooses Glozell to participate. Chills draws Tati, and Pewds draws Eugene. And Jeffrey does not use his chaos power. Tati wins the power of veto competition. Uh-oh. She uses the power of veto on Chills, and Mr. Beast is the replacement, so Mr. Beast and PewDiePie are the nominees. Emma and Ro bond strongly, and Tati loses popularity. So, Chills votes to evict Mr. Beast. Emma, Eugene, Freddie, Glozell, Jeffrey all vote to evict Mr. Beast. Nikita and Olivia vote to evict Pewds, and then Ro and Tati all vote to evict Mr. Beast. So by a vote of 8-2, Mr. Beast, you have been evicted.
Mr. B6000.
we have Poison Ivy, and Olivia has won the head of household competition, and she chooses Chills, Pewds, and Rosanna for have-nots. And she nominates Chills and Pewds. They are really targeting those two, which is, like, sad. But Olivia draws Jeffrey, Chills draws Tati, and Pewds draws Nikita. Jeffrey still does not use Chaos Power. And Tati wins the... Wow, she's won the Power Veto twice in a row. So she does not use the Power Veto, and the nominees are final at Chills and Pewds. So Jeffrey and Nikita find something in common. Very strange. Eugene and Ro bond slightly, and Jeffrey loses popularity. Emma, Eugene, and Freddie all vote to evict Pewds. Glozell votes to evict Chills. Jeffrey votes to evict Pewds, and then Nikita, Rachel, Ro, and Tati vote to evict Chills. By a vote of 5-4, Chills, you have been evicted.
Number 11.
Jeffrey wins the head of household competition. Nikita and Tati, not really surprised they are nominated. Jeffrey draws house guest choice and chooses Eugene. Nikita draws Glozell, and Tati draws Freddie. Still does not use power, though. Who's gonna win? Ooh, oh, okay. Glozell wins a punishment and will be an alien doctor for 24 hours. Tati wins a punishment and will get yelled at by aliens for 24 hours. Freddie wins a punishment and will be the BB Explorer. Nikita wins a trip to Hawaii. Jeffrey wins $5,000. And Eugene wins the power of veto. Alright, so Eugene uses the power of veto on Nikita. Jeffrey names Emma as the replacement, and the two nominees are now Emma and Tati. Tati's probably going... I would say so. Rachel and Tati have a small fight. Rachel and Freddie bond slightly. Nikita gains significant popularity, and Olivia has left the alliance again. Alright, is it any surprise? So everyone except Glozell voted to evict Tati. So by a vote of 1-7, or 7-1 I should say, Tati, you have been evicted. Olivia, wow, I think this is her third HOH. Alright, so America will be voting for 3 house guests who will compete against one another. The winner will get immunity for the week. The runner-up will receive a punishment, and the loser will be a third nominee. So America votes for Freddie, Glozell, and Rachel. Freddie wins immunity for the week. Glozell must wear the chicken costume, and sadly, Rachel will be automatically nominated. Olivia begins the nomination ceremony. Emma and Pewds are nominated along with Rachel. Olivia draws Ro to participate, as well as Jeffrey, and Jeffrey does not use the power of chaos. Jeffrey wins the power of veto. Jeffrey uses the power of veto on Pewds, and then Nikita is the replacement nominee. Rachel could be going, but it also could be Nikita. I have no clue. Let's see what happens. Jeffrey and Freddie bond slightly. Alright, so Eugene votes to evict Emma, Pewds votes to evict Rachel, Freddie votes to evict Rachel, Glozell votes to evict Emma, Jeffrey votes to evict Nikita, and Ro votes to evict Emma. So, with 1 vote, Nikita, you are safe, and by a vote of 3-2, Emma, you have been evicted.
I personally just think it's absolutely awesome.
Eugene wins the head of household competition. Nikita and Ro are nominated. And then the people playing in the veto are Pewds, Rachel, and Jeffrey. Jeffrey does not use the chaos power. And Ro wins the power of veto. She uses the power of veto on herself. And then Olivia is nominated. So final nominees being Nikita and Olivia. Ro is impressing the rest of the house. Freddie is impressing the rest of the house. Pewds and Glozell have a small fight. And Olivia has left the other alliance. Alright, Pewds votes to evict Nikita. Freddie and Glozell vote to evict Olivia. Jeffrey votes to evict Nikita. And Rachel and Ro vote to evict Olivia. So by a vote of 4-2, Olivia, you've been evicted.
He was a skater boy, she said.
You were one heck of a game player. Yeah, Olivia won 3 HOHs, which is crazy. Alright. Very interesting season. So, Pewds wins the HOH, and the 3 lowest scorers receive the pie punishment, being Freddie, Nikita, and Ro. America votes for Eugene to secretly be America's prankster, so he nominates one nominee in the HOH, will name the other. So Pewds nominates Freddie, and secretly as the prankster, Eugene nominates Glozell. Jeffrey, Eugene, and Rachel all participate in veto. Jeffrey still does not use the chaos power, and Rachel wins the power of veto. Rachel uses the power of veto, of course, on her best friend Glozell. That means Eugene, as the prankster, secretly has to name the replacement, and he nominates Ro. Alright. So Jeffrey and Ro bond strongly. and Glozell loses popularity. Eugene votes to evict Roe. Glozell votes to evict Freddie. Jeffrey votes to evict Roe. Nikita and Rachel vote to evict Roe. So not all the time alliances will save you. Obviously, if you've seen the show Big Brother, you know that's definitely true. So by a vote of 4-1, Roe, you have been evicted.
Well, everybody did.
Going into week 10, Rachel was won the Hold On Fright HOH competition. She nominates Nikita and Pewds. And then Eugene, Glozell, and Freddie participate. Jeffrey has the Chaos Power. He uses it. Wow! So, the selections are redrawn, meaning Rachel draws Jeffrey, Pewds draws Freddie, and Nikita draws Eugene. Eugene wins the power to veto. He uses the power of veto on Pewds. Rachel names Jeffrey as the replacement now as Nikita and Jeffrey. I feel like Nikita's probably going. Nikita and Eugene have a minor disagreement. Glozell uses popularity, and out of the Gray 8, Jeffrey is gone. Now there's only 2 people left in the Gray 8, Pewds and Eugene. Alright, so by unanimous vote, nearly, by a vote of 3-1, Nikita, you have been evicted.
Where's my burger? I did not order this.
And next, it is time for the double eviction. I feel like they'll probably be targeting Rachel just because she has the most wins. But I could be wrong. We will see. Freddie wins the HOH competition. Yep, Pewds and Rachel are nominated. No surprise there. And then the last 3 people have to pick for the veto. So Eugene, Glozell, and Jeffrey. Eugene wins the power of veto. Uses the power on Pewds. And Jeffrey and Rachel are the 2 nominees. Rachel is probably going. Let's see. Eugene and Rachel bond strongly. Glozell and Jeffrey bond strongly. Eugene and Glozell have a minor disagreement. Eugene gains popularity and Glozell leaves the Ladies Alliance. Alright. Eugene votes to evict Rachel and Pewds, and Glozell vote to evict Jeffrey. So by a vote of 2-1, Jeffrey, you have been evicted.
Gucci, we don't care about her.
We're on to our final 5 of the season. Got Eugene Yang, Felix Kjellberg, Freddie Ransom, Glozell, and Rachel Ballinger. Pewds wins the HOH competition. BB, Flix, and Chill. Rachel and Freddie are nominated. Eugene and Glozell, obviously, are the only 2 people left to be in the veto. Rachel wins the power of veto, saving herself. And she uses the power of veto on herself. Means Glozell is the replacement. Freddie is probably done for. Freddie and Glozell have a minor disagreement. Rachel has a major meltdown and Pewds gains popularity. And Eugene and Freddie have a minor disagreement. Eugene votes to evict Glozell and Rachel votes to evict Freddie. What in the heck is Pewds going to do? So as the head of household, PewDiePie votes to evict Freddie.
This is the day that I've been dreading the most.
Final 4, crazy. All come down to this. Rachel wins the head of household competition! Pewds and Eugene, obviously, because her best friend Glozell is there. Rachel wins $10,000 in the change of scenery luxury comp. Awesome. And Glozell is the only other person that can compete. Pewds, oh no! Oh no! Eugene and Glozell. Pewds and Glozell bond. Ooh, strongly. Eugene is impressing the rest of the house and Rachel loses popularity. Pewds votes to evict Glozell. No! By a vote of 1-0, Glozell, you have been evicted.
Hello, this is Glozell. It's okay, because I was.
Right, the final 3. Eugene, Pewds, and Rachel. Who's gonna win? Super excited. Rachel wins part 1. Eugene wins part 2. And Rachel, you're the final head of household! Eugene and Rachel have a minor disagreement. Eugene is impressing the rest of the house, and Pewds loses popularity. So Rachel votes to evict Pewds, leaving her and Eugene in the final. I really wonder what's going to happen. Rachel could win, and she could also have made a mistake. Alright, by a vote of 1-0, Pewds, you have been evicted.
Through with you, we're gonna be completely done.
The final 2, guys, is Eugene Yang and Rachel Ballinger. She has won 5 HOHs and 2 POVs, and he's won 1 HOH and 3 POVs. So she's obviously won the most competitions, but she could still easily lose to Eugene if the jury is not as big a fan of her as they are Eugene. Alright, the final 2 give opening statements to the jury. So the jury, as you can see, consists of Tati, Emma, Olivia, Roe, Nikita, Jeffrey, Freddie, Glozell, and Pewds. Surprisingly, most of it are girls. All the guys got eliminated early this season. All right, by a vote of 5-4, congratulations, Eugene. You are the winner of Big Brother YouTube 2. Rachel finishes second.
Stay awesome, possums.
I'm happy. You never know, my first pick didn't win. She still got second place, which is amazing. But let's see the votes. So, Tati, Emma, and Olivia all voted for Eugene. Ro voted for Rachel. Nikita voted for Eugene. Jeffrey, Freddie, Glozell voted for Rachel. And Pewds voted for Eugene. Ro wins America's favorite house guest. Not a surprise either. Everyone loves Ro. And the placements, as you can see here, are Eugene in first place. Rachel in second place. PewDiePie third. Glozell fourth place by 1-0 vote. Same with Pewds. Freddie is 5th place with a 2-1 vote. Jeffrey is 6th place with a 2-1 vote. Nikita is 7th place with a 3-1 vote. Rosanna is 8th with a 4-1 vote. Livia is 9th with a 4-2. Emma is 10th with 3-2-1 vote. Tati is 11th by a 7-1. Chills is 12th with a 5-4. Mr. Beast is 13th with an 8-2 vote. James A. Janice was 14th place by a 7-3. Logan Paul was a 10-2, and KSI was banished. So the most challenge wins was Rachel Ballinger with 7, with 5 OHOH wins and 2 veto wins. And as you can see here, Pewds was the most nominated person. He was saved with the veto 4 times, and Tati was the highest votes received. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you want me to make a season 3, I will. Please recommend down in the comments people you want in, because I do want to do a All-Stars maybe for season 4, but I still want you guys to tell me some of your favorite YouTubers in here that I can add in. I need 16 new people. I don't know what season I'm going to base this off of. If you want me to base season 3 off of 1920 or any previous season, let me know along with your recommendations for who should be in the next season, and I will see you guys later. Bye!